Welcome to His and Hers Perspectives.
Yeah, let's continue hearing this woman scream at Officer Brooks, or Mr. Brooks, sir.
Behind your back.
I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back, man.
I'm telling you, I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I will sign the ticket, please.
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back.
Why you? I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're handling me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Not only that, but then she's forcing her companion to have to sit there because you can see his feet. You know what I'm saying? So how belittling does that feel?
For him as a man.
Well, yeah, for him as a man to have to deal in a situation like that, knowing that, listen, if I do anything to try to defend you, I'm going to get shot. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he's forcing
putting men in some effed up situations.
Right, yeah, he's getting put into an unfair situation that he's unable to really do anything with. And I can see a lot of black women probably saying, that nigga should have did something. You better protect that queen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? I can see her after, you didn't even step in to protect me.
You didn't even protect me.
You put yourself in that situation. And you want me to go kill myself? Get myself killed? No. And again, she keeps saying, I don't understand. When the man clearly explained everything. He even said, I explained it to the guy, and the guy signed it. The guy said, I ain't trying to go to jail, so I'm going to sign it. But you think you knew a little something, but you didn't know it fully. You didn't know that, okay, yes, I know I don't have to, but because I know you don't know I don't have to, I'm going to put without prejudice, or without prejudice, UCC 1-308, and then I'm going to take it to court. And she did the right thing by getting his badge number and his surname. You don't necessarily need their first name as well. Just Officer Brooks' badge number, link straight to him anyway. So,
right. Interestingly enough, the officers, they're not even necessarily obliged to give you their name. So that was a bonus. Like the only identifier that really matters is the badge number.
But don't they have their surname on their tag?
Yeah, they generally do. They usually will have it, but they don't necessarily have to tell you their name. All they have to do is give you an identifier, which would be that badge number. Yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, it went way too far. Didn't have to go there. So many different ways to have approached that. At the worst case scenario, she would have gotten a ticket and had to pay that fine. Yeah,
worst case scenario.
Worst case. It shouldn't have been all that. Shouldn't have been all that.
Not on the ground, head wrap knocked off. Girl. Went from looking cute to being curled up on the floor. And the way how she was screaming and what bothers me is the fact how she kept her arm right there. She just wouldn't move the arm.
Head, like you said, head wrap on the ground. Looked like she got into
fetus position.
Looked like she got into a fight at an Erykah Badu concert.
And I just can't believe that even in the process of being restrained, that she didn't even just make her life easier by saying, let me just put my arm behind my back.
That's that modern black woman. She said, I'm going to hold on to, every night. She's like, forget that. You got me all the way messed up. Now just imagine, right? He called back up, and the next cop that comes is a white cop that come and put his knee in her back. You know what I'm saying? Start choking.
And then the outcry would go on again. And like we said in our previous video on Monday, if you're appreciating the content and would like to show your support, consider becoming a channel member or sending a super chat, super sticker, super thanks, or alternatively, sending a cash app to # his, hers, perspectives. Because they just see black. You more likely would have identified yourself as black, which means dead in the sight of the law, which kind of make them do what they want to do. And if you want to take them to court or whatever, it's administrative leave, paid leave that they're getting. But the black police officer says, I don't want to do you like that. So let me try and talk to you. But you trying to usurp your authority and act like, listen, I am this big bad woman, so I'm not going to boom, boom, boom. So he had to kind of show you, because like Jay says, a white officer would have been like, okay, me on you, and even what they did to Sandra Bland. And she's a woman. They don't care if you're a woman or a man. They are going to treat you a particular kind of way.
They will beat you up. They will do whatever it is they do. Like, they have qualified immunity. That's all officers, they have that. And not only that, but whenever you do get them in the courts, if you don't know how to approach them and get after them personally, these monies that are being awarded to people that actually do win these lawsuits, these are coming from taxpayers. Like, people don't even understand the way to get at these officers personally, and that's what you have to do. There's a huge difference between public and private. Those concepts have to be understood. But again, this could have been dealt with and should have been dealt with much different than it was. And this was, solely on the fault of this woman who was being very combative, who was being very disrespectful. She's lucky she didn't get, I don't know at the very end if she got tased or not or what happened. But
no, I don't think she got tased. I think the video just kept going with her just yelling and screaming. Because I was going to say, you want to listen to her yell and scream anymore.
Like, you want to yell and scream and be feminine and be masculine at the same time.
Facts. That's exactly what was happening. She didn't know where to stand. Like, she want to be in her masculine, but she wants to be in her feminine. Like, girl, I'm confused. This is androgyny at this point.
Straight up.
Male or female? What's going on here? Okay, guys, so that's it for tonight. We hope you found value in tonight's episode, and hopefully you will utilize some of the things that we've shared, because this will greatly save you any troubles in terms of if you have to go to court, if you have to pay a fine or anything of the sort. Just remember to put without prejudice or without prejudice UCC 1-308 to reserve your rights in that moment, because if you do this any later, if you don't do it in that moment, you can't use it at a later stage in that same situation, right? You can't then go to court and be like, okay, let me just sign it now and then put it under there. Right. Like, no, you signed that today.
Yeah, too little, too late. Too little, too late.
So if you ever feel forced to sign anything, just remember, or not even forced, but when it comes to doing bank stuff, there's a different term that you can write. I think you can actually still put without prejudice, but I think the other one is
it would have been without recourse and things of that nature, but
and some other stuff. Yeah, we're not going to go too deep into that.
That's a whole nother video, obviously.
That will be for the channel members if you're interested in that. But yeah, so is there anything you would like to close out with video?
No, I mean, really the main thing is obviously we have to educate ourselves, and information like this, a lot of times we are left hurt and in awe about how officers are able to do certain things to us, and how how there's not any recourse or any kind of responsible party for the actions that take place. A lot of times you'll see these officers getting off free, and it's by design. So what we have to do is start to realize how to remedy these situations. And again, this was the tip of the iceberg, but we have to start to understand. And it comes to us by these books. It comes to us by understanding what we're dealing with, and that the system that we are in is commercial by nature.
Yes, most definitely. Okay, guys, and once again, if you find or found value in tonight's episode, definitely show us some love. Make sure to give us a big, massive thumbs up, okay? Drop a comment to let us know if you found value and whether or not you're going to be implementing these things and whether or not you're going to be purchasing these books to learn more, right? Also, make sure to share if you found it valuable and also subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And again, if you want to show us some love for the content that we are putting out, go ahead and send us a Cash App. It's on the screen at # His, Hers, Perspectives. When I say pound sign, I'm talking the Great British pound sign, not that hashtag sign, right?
Right. And again, guys, whether you're watching this from the premiere or whether you're watching it at a later date, I want you to pause right now, stop whatever it is you're doing, and make sure to like the video. Everybody, hit that like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing.
Yes.
It don't cost you nothing at all.
It don't cost you anything. And even subscribing, it don't cost you anything. And when you subscribe, you want to hit that notification button so that you get notified every single time we drop. And matter of fact, we're going live this Friday. So you guys
will be live. So make sure y'all in there. I want to be deep in the live. So make sure everybody that rock with us, make sure you're there. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean?
And we're gonna keep it a little bit light and fun as well. So we'll be answering questions, anything that you have there. But we're gonna try to have a little topic, but we don't want it to be too crazy since it's gonna be our first live. But
I mean, obviously this week has been more on the heavy side of information. And it's not always gonna be that way. We just felt our duty to at least share some of this information because these are some of the things that we talk about and discuss regularly. And, we felt to share that with you guys. We wanted to share that, kind of put that out there. So, I mean, everything is not always going to be so heavy and so deep, but there will be times when we do, jump into topics like this, and other times we'll be talking about, hood rat shit. So it is what it is.
But again, for the heavy stuff, for people who want to know more about that, definitely become a channel member, join via a computer or laptop, because for some reason, when you try doing it via the mobile app, it doesn't go through, but you can actually go onto, using your browser
on the phone.
And you
use the browser on the phone. And what we'll do is obviously, we'll slow feed the information because it's heavy. It's a lot. It's a lot to wrap your brain around, but it's one of those where Morpheus, he was holding both of those pills. You know what I'm saying? Like, which one do you choose? You want, what I mean? It's like that. So we will again slow feed you to get you acclimated and up to speed with a lot of this information. But you have to be a scholar. You have to be ready to do the work. You got to be ready to read. You have to,
Yes.
That's what it's going to take.
What we will be teaching, what we will be telling you or sharing with you, you have to also go do that research, because how we learn from, reading and from other people who we've learned from. And it's like, no, even when someone's telling you this, you have to do that additional research to know it for yourself. Because sometimes what someone's telling you, you apply it and then you realize, wait a minute, it's not working. But when you do more research, you understand it even more. And also, guys, lastly, if you're watching it on the replay and you want to show us some support, definitely hit the super thanks. If you're watching it premiering, make sure you hit that super chat, that super sticker. Let us know that you appreciate what we're doing. And until Friday, we will be back with some fire content, but this time live.
We live?
Oh, we live? Please be sure to engage with the content by leaving a comment, hitting the like button, sharing, and subscribing if you're not already subscribed. And if you would like for us to discuss a particular topic, then go ahead and send us an email at hisandhersperspectives@gmail.com.